This part literally exists just to be a piece of shit. Oh my god! Finally! Oh my god. Oh my god, I genuinely did not think I would ever beat this. So I've been progressively leaving comments on this every time I make progress. Well, not even that, just every time. Like, I keep dying all the time. Look, as you can see, this just shows how much I hate this level. So, basically, this is one of the worst extremes that I've ever played. I feel really sad to say that, because I saw Aeon's video on this before, and I was like, holy shit, actually, that looks kind of fun. Because a long time ago, I wanted to be Skytech, which is the level this is inspired by. And I thought that level was shit because it was so buggy. That's why I never beat it. I think I have progress on it from a long time ago. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I literally thought that I just didn't finish that level because it was so buggy at the end and I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And I like the song, so I was like, let's go for it. And I ended up suffering so much through this level. Like, I've died. Okay, so you've got, like, this part here. And let me just explain to you how annoying this wave is. It's so bad. Like, it's so annoying. And I can't really fault this part besides a few bad port placements, because, you know, there's nothing actually wrong with it. It's not buggy. It's just so annoyingly difficult. Like, look, you literally... That's not even the part I normally struggle at either. It's that part's really hard. So, like, I really hated this experience. This is probably the worst experience I've had on an Extreme Demon, or at least in a really, really long time. I wouldn't recommend this level, that's the truth, as much as I didn't want to have to say that. I really don't. Partly because I had this terrible experience with it, but also because I just know how bad this level is. It's so buggy. It's just incredibly buggy. Most of the level... The only consistent part is literally the first part up until the drop. Everything after that, there's a good chance that you're going to die over and over to something that's not your fault. And to me, that's like the most demoralizing, like demotivating thing in an Extreme Demon. Like, it's annoying in any level, but in an Extreme that you put that much effort into practicing just to die half the time at the end and stuff for no reason, it's so bad. So I kept bugging so much. And it just, like, made my frustration so much worse because I died at that really hard wave part that I was talking about. I think I died there 39 times is how many I counted. And that is, like, a lot. That sucks. So that was 3,305 attempts. Bearing in mind, I literally got to the 60% wave for the first time when I was at about 1,000. Yeah, honestly, it's just not fun at all. Yeah. I really didn't like this level, and I cannot put that into words enough. Like, it's so bad. I could really rip this level apart. Like, with all due respect to the creator, I really could just rip this level to pieces. Like, I could literally show you so many problems with it, but I'll save you that. The only thing I want to show you that's really annoying is... so this is, like, the only consistent part, right? This part here is like mostly consistent, but these portals are really inconsistent, and so are these. Like, just everything here, the click patterns are horrible, like it just doesn't feel fun. But this wave, man, this wave is just not fun. Like, that's what I wanted to show you, where I just died there. Do you know how many times I died to that transition? There's a portal, a cube portal, right? And it's placed in a way that, if you hit that portal too early, you'll just die to the slope. Like, you'll hit your head and fall like that. So you really have to do this precise, and you shouldn't have to do that, because that's just not fun. Like, there's a point where there's difficulty, and there's a point where there's just sacrificing fun. This UFO is also kind of annoying. It's pretty inconsistent. And oh my god, I can't tell you enough how annoying these jumps are. So I go for the coin route, because I think it's a lot less clicks. I don't actually know how to go the normal route. I know it's down here, and then you have to, like, jump. But, like, this seems harder than just doing what I do. But it just, yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good experience. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, this is the point where this level is one of the easiest extremes I've ever beaten. Yet, I'd probably go, like, there's a lot of extremes that are way harder and way more inconsistent than this. Well, no, there probably isn't, because this is probably the most inconsistent in general, but there's extremes I've had worse experiences with that I would rather beat than this. Like, I'd rather go back and do Heartbeat than do this level. This level's just not been fun to play, and yeah, I just wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it looks quite nice. It's not good or bad, it's just alright, but if you're looking for a first extreme, a lot of people have been recommending this. I just don't recommend it for the simple reason that it's not a test of skill, it's just a test of patience, because it's so buggy. You're going to spend most of your time dying for reasons that aren't your fault, and it's going to really piss you off, and it might even put you off extremes, because this is the problem with me, is that I haven't played this game consistently for a long time. I play this on and off, so this is the first extreme I've beaten in like maybe a month or two, and I've only been beaten like ones that don't even pretty much count as extremes anymore. And this one I was like, you know what, let's get back in the game, and it's just kind of hard for me because I'm not the skilled player I used to be. Like, I'm not saying that I was ever like super skilled, but there's just so many things that I could have done if I'd have kept playing the game and just not stopped, and now I can't do them. So to play this and have such a shitty experience with it after thinking about getting back into some easy extremes, it's kind of set me back a bit. Like, it just makes me not want to play this game anymore. This felt like a chore. I'm going away in a couple days, so like I really was grinding this a lot to get this done, and I was prioritizing it over other things that I needed to do, which just made it 10 times worse, because it felt like I just had to beat this. Like, you know, I got like 60 or 70%, and I was like, well, why would I stop playing now? I might as well finish what I started. And yeah, I just really don't like this level. I wouldn't recommend. But on the bright side, it's done, and I can remove it from my list. As you can see, I've got like a little list going here of things I want to beat. Or rebeat. Like, for example, I want to rebeat Uprise because I never recorded that, so I technically never had proof that I beat it. And that was way back in the day when that was on the list. And what else? Breakout as well. I want to beat this because it has a new update, and I just don't feel like I've completed the same level knowing that it's been updated and I beat an old version. I don't know, because I think the new version's harder in my opinion. So yeah, and obviously you've got like a bunch of stuff that just been looking at, doing a load of insane demons and stuff. I also beat Lunatic Doom Machine, but I haven't uploaded that yet, so I'll probably schedule that for when I'm gone. So yeah, at the end of the day, shit experience, but you know what, GG.